Hi, and welcome everybody to a sneak peek into something extremely exciting that I've wanted to share with my tribe. I am heading to Italy in September to help to hold the space for an amazing retreat for women and men, for ultimately people that want to just experience something deeper in their lives. And I wanted to welcome in the woman that facilitates this entire experience for people so that she could really share with you the deeper wisdom of this event, as well as some common questions that people might have, so that if this is something that you're interested in, you can really tap into that deep yes and come and join us. So I would love to introduce Tanya here and just share with my tribe a little bit about you and a little bit about this trip.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much for talking to me and organizing this and helping me on the tech side so much. Yeah, so Tracy and I know each other since around 2012, and we trained in. Excuse, my cat's making an appearance because he knows we're talking about Italy. And I actually say that when I'm in Italy, I lounge like an Italian cat. I learn how to rest and digest, and I learn how to, what they say. They have an art. It's the art of doing nothing. The sweetness of doing nothing is an Italian saying. So it's very fitting that my cat wants to insert himself in this video. So, and his name's Titus. It's a very nice Roman name. So Tracy and I trained in a lot of similar things, and one of those being transformational psychology mastery, which is a blend of psychotherapy and neurolinguistic programming. And we also are experienced yoga instructors. And I know this is, you are all familiar with Tracy, and she does much more than just those two things I've mentioned. I just mentioned it to share how I know Tracy. And so we take those pieces, we take the transformational psychology and the yoga, and we set it in Italy, in amazing Italy, who the culture just knows how to relax and digest experiences, not only food, and appreciate the sweetness of life. So it's a really great atmosphere to retreat to, and to find your peace, and to find your center and joy, and actually do these practices and some exercises that you'll bring that back with you. It won't disappear entirely when you get back. It's something that will change your life. So I like to call it the trip of a lifetime.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. I think what would be great is take us through maybe how the trip in itself, the arc of the trip will go for people so they can have a good idea of what's happening. And then I know that there are different excursions or things that we're doing, but maybe after you share like what the trip itinerary is, more of a sneak peek into what a day might look like, how people might be experiencing a typical day on this trip of a lifetime.
Yeah, great question and visual. So we'll meet in Rome. We leave usually the States. Some people leave from other areas. If you're leaving the States, we leave on the 6th. It's an overnight flight on a Friday night. I try to get as much sleep as I can on the flight, and we arrive in Rome, the Rome airport, on the 7th, Saturday of September, 2019. And then we travel to our resort, which is a little bit south of Sorrento, about 20 minutes south of Sorrento, and we relax and decompress there. So this trip is a little bit different in that it's not, I've been on others before where it's go, 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 get up early, 7 a.m., get on a bus, tour. And I know there are benefits to that. You get to see a lot and pack a lot in. And, they have their place. This is a little different in that we rest. And so Saturday, the rest of Saturday, you're acclimating and getting to know each other. We do a welcome satsang and find a baseline and anchor each in and get to know each other. And then Sunday, we acclimate. Starting Monday through Friday, we offer yoga classes every morning, the sunrise yoga. And then each evening we offer a little bit of yin yoga, more relaxational yoga, and segue into the evening. And we also offer 3 to 4 of those transformational psychology experiences. So that's the structure of that Monday to Friday, that first weekend. That's in Sorrento, the Sorrento area. Within that framework, there are 2 specific excursions planned. One is a day on the water. So we take a private yacht and we sail the Mediterranean Sea and the jewel-toned, amazing blue sea, and we'll sail under those iconic rocks that you see in the Dolce & Gabbana commercials. The experience is just very difficult to explain. It's definitely a felt experience. So that day we'll sail to Capri and we'll explore the waters and swim in the waters. And this is all available to you. You don't have to do the yoga classes. You don't have to take the boat. It's just there if it's calling you. And so that's one day is the boat. Another day, another excursion planned is in nearby Pompeii, where there are ruins that were discovered and continue to be discovered. In 75 AD, the town was a bustling metropolis, and it was covered in ash, much like the Game of Thrones, that last episode. In real life, you're walking through the streets of this frozen in time. It really feels like time travel. And so we'll explore that magnificent treasure, ancient history. And then the opportunity to climb Mount Vesuvius to see, which I've done before, and we'll have that opportunity as well that same day that we're exploring Pompeii, to climb up to Mount Vesuvius and learn more about it from the natives that are the native people that live there now, that are telling us, explaining to us the majestic power of nature and the history and the lore and the superstition of the culture, much of it that still continues until today. And then we'll have one other excursion that hasn't been settled on quite yet. It's probably likely either Naples or something in Rome, because at the end of that week, Saturday, we'll be traveling to Rome and we'll be staying there for 2 days. But as you can see, it's not excursion heavy. There are days in between where you're able to explore on your own and just take the culture in. So you're more immersed in a Italian lifestyle experience that really underscores and enhances what Tracy and I do for women and men in the day-to-day here in the States. Does that help?
That's amazing. Yeah. So then we have a lot of this free time too to explore and to witness the culture. And I'm assuming that if people do want a little bit more insights into where to go and things to do, you've been doing these. How many years have you been doing these?
Yeah, great question. This is my 5th. And absolutely, if people want, to sit by the pool in the private cove and just take in the sun and the water, that's great. And if they want to take a little trip in town into the center of Sorrento and explore, that's available to them too. And I'll have suggestions of things that for people who want to do that. So yeah, you get to feel that kind of adventurous, but you're held. You're not really on your own, but you're kind of are. You've got the best of both worlds. So if it's something like you just want to do, and it's not scheduled, you certainly can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So could you just take my tribe through some of the logistics of the experience? You mentioned that we leave on the 6th and then we come back on the 16th, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So,
and then do we all fly into the same airport? Do people choose the airport that they're flying in and out of? How does that go for people?
Okay, good question. Yeah, so we're all flying into Rome, which is, if you look at the code, it's F as in Frank, C as in Charlie, O as in Oscar. So FCO is the code. If you want to browse, there's Titus. If you want to browse some flights, and so that's where we'll meet. And how you get there is up to you.
Okay.
I'm flying from Philadelphia. And then, as I said, there's been travelers primarily in the past from the States and also from France and from the UK and from other areas as well. So, but most of the people are coming from the States. So typically, I'm guessing a lot of your tribe is from Florida.
Yes.
If there's a direct flight to Rome, that would be my first thought to look for. I know sometimes you can get a $200 discount or something if you do a layover. For me, the benefit of just getting there in one flight is really helpful. So I would look for a flight arriving in Rome Saturday, September 7th, 2019. And we'll all meet there. A private motor coach will take us to our destination for the next week. So we'll settle in there. Starting Monday will be the somewhat of a routine. There will be a routine there for you, if you're feeling it. And the yoga starts on Monday through Friday mornings and evenings. And the 2 excursions will definitely be within that time frame.
Great.
The other days are just free. On Saturday, the 14th, we'll leave that location and we'll travel by private motor coach to Rome. And we'll stay in a hotel there, very nice hotel in Rome for 2 evenings. So then you'll be checking out of your Rome hotel on the 16th, which is Monday, and leaving from the Rome airport back home. And that is a same day flight. So you'll leave on the 16th from Rome and you'll arrive to the States on the 16th.
Great. Yes, that's helpful. And could you just share with them the investment for the retreat, and then also things that are included within the investment to help them understand that?
Beautiful. Yes. So the retreat investment in full is $3,997, and the amount of $1,000 holds your spot. Every breakfast is included. All breakfasts are included. All accommodations at the 2 hotels are included. The motor coach is included, both to and from the airports. The 3 excursions are included. 2 dinners are included, the welcome dinner and our farewell dinner, and then also an additional lunch. The airfare is extra. That's not included. And off the top of my head, I think that's pretty complete. I think that's it.
Wonderful. So there's just more to, as Tanya said, like the experience. It's not something that we can even share here. I wanted to just have us have a discussion about it so it could give people a sneak peek, but we all know that you can't bring words to feelings that you have when you're in the moment experience it. And so we would love to have anyone that is interested to join us. And Tanya, would you just share the deadline? And then I think we only have a few spots left. And as of today, how many spots are left? It's June 24th as of today.
Yes.
How many spots we have left?
We're on the same wavelength. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. So the deadline is June 30th. And we keep our trips small on purpose. And we were able to focus on each other and settle in and just really hold that space for each other. So the remaining spaces are 3. People have expressed interest, and I'm waiting on deposits. But as of right now, the remaining spaces are 3.
Great. And all people need to do is to save their spot is that $1,000 deposit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We can work on the balance.
Okay. That sounds great. Well, I want to just thank you, Tanya, for coming in to share with my tribe a little bit more of a sneak peek into this experience and some logistics, and just to let people know that you are available to hop on the phone to get questions answered. And I'll be offering the website that has all the information plus some sneak peeks into past retreats so people can take a look at some things that you did and experienced. And then if they have other questions, to contact you. And then there's also, there's the way to lock in your spot with that deposit as well. So I'm going to leave all that information with the website there so that you can reach out to Tanya to lock in your spot. And then I'm also here if you have questions for me, but she's the goddess facilitator of the event. So I would say you might want to take any questions to her, since she's going to have a deeper knowing and understanding. But I'm truly grateful to help hold the space for you with this experience, and grateful to just not only us as facilitators holding the space, but just coming together in community with all these amazing people, and really, as you said, having a trip of a lifetime, but also having an experience that nobody else will be able to understand as much as us that were there in person.
So there's 3 things that you said that I just really love, and I want to highlight in neon, and then that is that, yeah, that it is, you won't understand until you have that experience. It's so treasured, that often, I know I don't mean to sound like I'm tooting my own horn here, but what touches me and moves me so much is that often people will return and they'll bring other family members with them. I had one guest who, when she came in 2016, she came with her daughter, and she said, I thought it was a little presumptuous to title something the trip of a lifetime. And she goes, but my goodness, this really is the trip of a lifetime. And I'm so glad I came. And she came back the next year with her daughter and her friend and her daughter's friend. And that's just one instance. Go, what's that?
I said, that's amazing that they wanted to share it with their loved ones.
Yeah. It's so touching. It's so moving. And then the other piece that you're saying, so that was the second, well, that was the first, but the second thing about you including the website, I'm really glad you're doing that, because for me, I feel like describing it in words is helpful, but seeing the photos, you get a flavor. I feel like the visuals allow you to step into it a little bit more. So if you're curious, just browse around and check those out. There's a tab that says photos and testimonials, and I really encourage you to check that out. The third piece I just want to highlight is, yes, Tracy, you're so right. I'm so available for questions. We're not just saying that and don't really mean it. Get any kind of questions you have. If people who've been on the trips before say, I need to talk to you, I have this logistic, whatever, feel free, reach out, and I mean it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for spending your time with me today. And I'm just truly looking forward to this experience, and any of my tribe members, I can't wait to have this experience with you. And we will be here for questions. The website will have all the information, and I'm excited to have those 3 spots filled with some amazing people, and see each other on the 6th of September.
I'd love that too. And if you're clicking around on the website, on each page, I believe there's a button that says reserve your space. Please know that it'll take you to my email address, my personal email address. You can also send me questions that way. You don't need to reserve your space necessarily. You can also send me questions there. And Tracy, I look so forward to you coming and sharing this amazing opportunity with me, and just the way we've shared things in the past and our growth together individually. This would be another wonderful way to cross and kind of do that tangling of the DNA wrapping of our continued growth and up leveling. I really just love your presence in my life. Even you just kept in touch with me, and we've kept in touch with each other so well. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, everybody have a fantastic day, and I look forward to being with those that are ready to say yes in Italy in September.
Woohoo! That's it. Ci vediamo. Ciao.
Ciao.